Hello, everybody, and a very good morning from City Club Cricket Ground. You are watching Bosundhara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by Ace and sponsored by T Sports, and that's a great shot. Absolutely a long hop from Mokbul Hassan, and that's been punished by Rakibul Islam Rubel for a boundary. So it's been a great start from Rainbow CC, 43 on the board without losing a single wicket, and we are on the sixth over. Once again outside the off stump, the batter was expecting a wide to be called, but no response from the umpire, Rasul Islam Nafis. So this completes the sixth over. After six, it's 43 for Nana, and this is how the bowling card looks like. Iqbal Khan has been the most expensive bowler, considered 24 from 2 overs. So there is a change in bowling. Imran Hussain is gearing up for the next over. He'll be looking for the first breakthrough for the sake of his team. The stadium, they're certainly under the pump after conceding 43 from the first 6. That's stabbed. Long chase for the fielder. Oops. That's a sloppy mistake. Absolutely a sloppy mistake. And that goes all the way for a boundary. The bowler is really grumpy seeing this sort of efforts, and this really demotivates the bowlers. The fielding has not been up to the mark. We have seen some sloppy misses just like that. And that leaks 3 extra runs for sure. So Mahbub Subhani gets a boundary. He was rather anchoring the innings, unlike Rakibul Islam Rubel, who was going after the bowlers. Last man stands, it's a different format of playing cricket, especially for the amateur cricketers. And LMS is played across 20 countries all along the world. That's a play and a miss. Imran Hussain opted for the shorter delivery on this occasion. Mahbub Subhani was looking for a big hoik towards the onside, but missed it completely. So this live broadcast is coming to you live from City Club Cricket Ground. Edged. And it runs all the way for a boundary as well. Second boundary of this over. And once again, this comes from the will of Mahbub Subhani. The 50 comes up for Rainbow CC. The great display of batting continues for them, and they'll be hoping to carry this partnership as long as possible. Bottom edge, straight back to the bowler. So the 7th over completes with a dot. 8 runs from it. After 7, it's 51 for none. So it's Mohammad Masood. Another change in bowling for the stadium. They're looking for their first breakthrough. And the skipper is really trying all his options as much as possible. A single in the first ball of the eighth. Rubel just gets off the mark and gives the strike back to Mahbub Subhani. Once again, an outside edge. Will it be a boundary? It is. Streaky, but really effective. Subhani gets another four. So that's the third boundary in last 2 overs for him. He'll be certainly on the peak of his confidence. And nothing is going in the stadium's favor right now. Swing and a miss. Edged and taken. Yes, the finger goes up from Raisul Islam Nafiz. And here is the first blood, which has been drawn by Mohammad Masood. He gets the danger man, Mahbub Subhani. And the first one down for Rainbow CC. It was on the shorter side. Once again, Subhani was looking for a big pull on the onside. But there was a touch neck. And the keeper makes no mistake to grab this one. Subhani on his way to go back to the hut. It's 56 for 1. The fall of the first wicket brings Maruf Al Mamoon to the middle. Certainly, it's a sigh of relief for the stadium bowlers. The much needed breakthrough they were looking for. And that's what has been given by Mohammad Masood, the right arm seamer. That wasn't the best of his deliveries, rather a tad bit short. But the batter made a mistake and that really costed the wicket. That's the bumper and called wide rightfully. The umpires for this game are Raisul Islam Nafiz and Omar Farooq Russell. It's certainly a tedious job to officiate a game under the sun when it's popped out. Shouts of catch it. There's a fielder underneath and the catch has been taken as well. Second wicket of this over and they were looking for a double play which hasn't really taken place. But they have gotten rid of the danger man, Rakibul Islam Rubel. 2 wickets in this over and this is the over they were looking for, the stadium. They've been able to remove 2 danger men from the equation. After it's 58 for 2. Rubel has to go back to the hut. Cricket is a game of glorious uncertainty. Certainly, it's not my opinion. It's sort of like a proverb, a universal truth, and this is the reason why it's said. The first 7 overs certainly belong to Rainbow CC, but all of a sudden, the complexion of the game is turning, and it's turning in the favor of the stadium. Two new batters in the crease, Maruf Al Mamun, and he's been joined by Mushfiq Haq. Rainbow CC under the cosh after losing their openers. Short, pulled in the air, away from the fielder, and it's a six. It's a maximum. Mushfiq Haq is not gonna die wondering. Anything short, anything wide, he has decided to latch onto those. Sort of a counter punch from the Rainbow CC side. It was absolutely a half cracker from Muqbul Hassan. And the full advantage was taken from Mushfiq. It's a better one, slightly quicker, and on the line as well. A single has been conceded. So now it will be important to the bowlers, for the bowlers of the stadium, to bowl at the right areas to keep the pressure on the batting side. That's in the gap. And that's gone for a boundary too. Well. The fielder should have done better. He must have done better. But that was rather a lazy walk from the fielder. And the ball goes on to beat him and goes all the way for the boundary in the last ball. Expensive over certainly. 11 runs from the ninth. After 9 it's 70 for 2. A thickish outside edge, and that's in the gap, racing away. And once again, it's a boundary. So the runs continues to flow for Rainbow CC despite losing a couple of wickets. Mushfiq Haq moves on to 11 now from only 4 deliveries, 2 boundaries to his name. Good comeback, a very good comeback. A quicker one. And that was just hurried onto the batter. It's a bright and sunny day here at City Club. The sun is popped out and the wicket also looks to be flat, assisting the batters to score runs. So we are hoping for a high scoring contest. And this very ground in the last week we saw 150 was the average score. Outside edge, away from the fielder, but he does really well to cut this one off and send back to the keeper. The third man fielder looks to be the most highest one in the middle, always on his toes. A mistimed pull, lands safely. So this completes the 10th over. After 10, Rainbow CC, they're certainly on the driving set. It's 77 for 2. And for the first time in this game, there will be a change of voice. Prantur Dionoy will be joining in.
Thank you, Alif. It's 10 overs gone, 77 for 2 now. Rainbow CC. You're watching Last Man Stands from Mirpur City Club ground. Early morning of the day. And Rainbow CC has started well in this match. Maruf Al Mamoon and Mushfiqul Haq, two unbeaten batters. And Mohammad Masood with the ball, 2 overs, 14 runs for the 2 wickets. Bowling well. New bowler in Maqbul Hassan. Went a bit costly. 19 runs given in his 2 overs. Bosundhara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by Ace, sponsored by T Sports. It's a nice sunny morning to enjoy cricket. All over the ground, you could find some children practicing, some hustle and bustle over there, some running, some net practices. So it's an environment of cricket which is very much enjoyable. 11th over starting now. First ball outside off, guided well. First run of this over. And it's been a busy day for the batters because they're trying to be attacking, and for that reason you can see some big shots, some skyscrapers, some top edges also, which could have been in the cause of wicket. Straight it was and driven well. What a shot it was. That's a boundary. Brilliantly played, just outside off. Not any sort of movement, but he played that ball with that beautiful looking cover drive, driven well through the gap, and just got the perfect place for a boundary. No one there. Again, similar kind of delivery. Straight right was. Not that much room, and for that reason, he could not finish the shot well. 2 runs though. Beg your pardon, single taken. Fielded well into the fence. Down the leg, played it beautifully. Just a hint of calypso movement from the bat. Only a single been taken. Half-hearted sweep, you can say. So 5 ball over in this Last Man Stands. It's kind of different format. Just outside off. Plumbed it for a single, but good running between the wicket. Searched the gap well and placed it for a couple of runs to finish things off. It's 11 gone. It's 86 for 2 Rainbow CC. Rainbow CC started very well. Oh, top edge it was. Unlucky for the bowler. Just up above the keeper's gloves. Went on for a boundary. Intention was there, but not with the full swing of the bat. Boundary to start the 12th over. 90 on board for the loss of 2. Flick of the wrist. Flicks it well for another couple of runs. Brilliant batting so far. A boundary, couple of runs, sensibly just moving on to the target of 150 plus. Rainbow CC. And the stadium yet to find a way to have some sort of advantage with taking wickets. Played it nice and handsome. 6 it is. Out of the park. Another flick of the wrist, but this time picks the shot well. Absolutely eye-soothing it was. Did not force anything and picks the right length. Again. Pulls it nice and pulls it fine. Sloppy footwork over there. And a boundary. Brings up 100 for Rainbow CC. 102 for 2 now. This is the over I think they tried to target. And they have been targeting very well. 4 to start. 2, 6, 4. 16 runs so far. Mohammad Masood feeling the hit. 30 runs given away in his spell of bowling. Last ball of the over. Awkward bounce. But he guides it well towards point for another single to finish things off. 103 for 2 now after 12. Rainbow CC, and look at the bowling figure. 2 wickets only for Mohammad Masood, but rest of the bowlers just licking runs. Hasn't been able to find the appropriate line and length and failed to find some rhythm with the ball. (103 for 2 now after 12. Way outside off, just misses the shot. Mushfiqul Haq missed the cut shot because he was targeting that deep point region where no fielder has been placed. I think this time they're putting an extra effort through that point region for that cut shot. Slow it was of cutter onto that block hole. But what an unfortune for the bowler. Brilliant delivery onto the block hole, Yorker length, but he digs it well, Mushfiqul Haq, and ensured that he had his bat enough. With sheer power, it had an inside edge, under edge, and that under edge went on to the boundary line through that deep backward square leg. Very unfortunate. Pulls it well. Brilliantly played. One bounce into the fence. Bounce 1, runs 4 for Mushfiqul Haq. Moves on to 40 from 17. A mountain scoreboard coming into the phase for the stadium. It's Nelson on board. Already 1-1-1 for 2 now. This over starts with similar kind of approach by the batter, especially Mushfiqul. Oh, I think it should be given as 2 wides. It was way outside off. And that's the pressure, that's the scoreboard pressure facing by Al Faisal bin Moinur. Watching the scoreboard just piling up high. Again, 2 wides on a row. Now 3 runs will be given away. 115 for 2, losing his line and length completely. Al Faisal bin Moinur, last ball of the over. So the consecutive wides has the penalty of 3 runs. Again, has the same line and length, but couldn't just find his proper length. 118, 118 for 2 after 13, Rainbow CC. Bosundara Sports City, last man stands. Powered by Ace. Pulls it well. Starting the 14th over with a single, Mokibul Hassan. It's kind of sigh. It's a sign of relief for him at least that this over starts well, but don't get away because it's Mushfiqul Haq. Just 3 runs short of his 50. 48 now on board. 120 for 2 Rainbow CC. It's been a playground for him. Mushfiqul Haq getting the line and lengths right. Inside out. Plays it well and sloppy, very sloppy. In the fence, through that extra cover region for a boundary. So these runs are most likely the free runs for Rainbow CC because lots of fielding mistakes happening on. Lots of free runs given away. So these runs will be handy. And that table kind of top tennis bouncer from Mokibul Hassan. Width given. But unfortunate for Maruf Al Mamoon of not getting away with that top tennis bouncer. Now Mushfiqul Haq. Width was given, but a quicker one just saved his ass. It's 14 gone, 125 for 2. Rainbow CC projected score. You can see it's 179 at this rate of 9. So they will be definitely eyeing that 10 runs per over to pass that 200 runs mark or at least to reach near about. And it's very much possible from here. Just the 14th over finished. It's 125 on board. So if we take 6 overs of 30 deliveries left, I think 40 to 50 runs can be scored from here. So anything near about 200 will be a tricky one for the stadium to chase it down. So it's more than a pass score for Rainbow CC. Plays it nice. A powerful flick. But the fielder was set there. Finally, some sort of resilience from the fielding side. just blocks that boundary covers. No cover at the deep extra cover though. Kind of a appeal from the bowler Mohammad Yusuf Ali. That turns it down and settles for only a single 1-7 for 2 now. Mohammad Yusuf Ali started the over well. So far so good. So he needs to finish it well. It can be seen that the finishing hasn't been so smooth for the batter. Straightener it was. So that's the line and length. They should be eyeing Maruful Mamoon, 21 of 12 now. He must be feeling the pressure from the other end because Mushfiqul Haq just 2 runs short of his 50 and he has to be retired after that. Outside off, cut it gently and cuts it well. It's a boundary through that backward point region. What a placement with the timing from Maruful Mamoon. So this is needed also with some slashes and flashes. At the other end, Mushfiqul Haq just playing his natural stroke, just hammering down. But at the other end, Maruful Mamoon just playing his natural game with that conventional cuts, conventional pulls. So from both ends, the stadium feeling the pressure. Last ball, way outside leg now. An obvious wide has been given by the umpire, so he needs to be very much aware of his line and length. He won't be feeling to give another wide at this moment because 3 more runs will be added. He needs to finish it straight. Yes, it is, but picks it up well. And what a shot it was. Picks up nice and picks up handsome through that fence over the boundary for a 6. 15 gone. Finishes this over well. 138 for 2 after 15. And with that shot, a change in voice in the comm box. Alif will be joining shortly.
Thank you so much, Prantor. After 15, it's 138 for 2, Rainbow CC, and they're having a party in the middle. Despite losing a couple of wickets, the flow of the runs hasn't really stopped for them. Maruful Mamoon and Mushfiqul Haq, they're absolutely toying with the stadium bowlers. Dabbed, they're eyeing for the second. And yes, they'll scamper back. Very good running between the wickets. And that's the 50 for Mushfiqul Haq. A brilliant innings comes to a close. As per the rule of last man stands cricket, a batter cannot bat after hitting a 50, and that's the reason why he has to walk back to the pavilion. He's certainly not out, but he has to retire for now. 50 from 24. A belligerent knock comes to a close. For now, at least. It's 140 for 2, Rainbow CC. Imran Hussain has been brought back. Outside edge. It'll just be a single. It's Akash. Munasib Hussain Akash comes to the middle and he gets off the mark straight away. That's a straight pull down the ground. Two men converged and nicely cut off as well. The fielding hasn't been up to the mark for the stadium. They're a much better side, but they are having a horrid time in the middle. So the ground fielding has to be better. The skipper and the coach must look after this side. Once again, a miss hit. Akash is trying to be aggressive right from the get-go, but isn't really finding the middle of the blade, mistiming the shots. Nonetheless, he's keeping the scoreboard ticking as much as possible and carrying on the flow of the runs for Rainbow CC. Once again, I miss it. This has been very much persistent in this over. Imran Hussain has been unpredictable for the batters, and for this reason, the batters are also playing some mistimed shots. 16 gone. After 16, it's 144 for 2. So the wicket taker, Mohammad Masood, starts off with a low full toss. It was a slower delivery as well. The batter went down the pitch, but missed it thoroughly. It's going to be really important for the batters, both the batters, Maruf Al Mamoon and Akash, to play the biggest, because we are into the death overs and we are hoping for some skyscrapers too. That's pumped in the gap and will be a boundary. Maruf Al Mamoon cuts loose and earns himself 4 runs. Slapped, but straight to the fielder, and he does really well, unlike others, because we have seen so many misses right from the word go. It's great to see the fielders are also understanding their roles and showing their commitments for the side. Slower, he skies it. Bowler is under it. Should take the catch. No. He drops. He drops. And the display of poor fielding continues for the stadium. Sort of a commentator's curse. Was just about to praise their efforts, but no. Once again, the bowler this time around makes a hash of a thing and drops a catch down. Oh! That's a great comeback. That one reared up really quickly and completely baffled the batters. 17 gone, the 150 has come up for Rainbow CC. It's 151 for 2. This time it stayed a tad bit low. The batters were looking for a couple, but eventually settled down with a single. It would be a really risky call. Eventually, wisely sent back by Maruf Al Mamun. That's a bumper. We have seen bumpers in the last over as well, and it seems like the bowlers, the fast bowlers especially, they have decided to go for the shorter ones because the Rainbow CC batters, especially Akash and Maruf Al Mamun, were mistiming the shorter ones. So if they can induce an edge like the previous over, there might be a possibility of a breakthrough, which the stadium are striving for right now. Yes, once again a shorter one, miss it, and the plan has worked. This is what I was just talking about. Go for the short one, ask the batter to hit a pull shot, and if he mistimes, the catch will be offered to the fielders. And fortunately, very much fortunately, that the catch has been taken. Among so many misses in this innings, the catch has been taken, and now Akash needs to go back. The third wicket falls. First one for Imran Hussain as well. It's 152 for 3. So the fall of the third wicket brings Jahid into the middle, and he keeps going with the short punts. Does Imran Hussain. He succeeded with this ploy, and he's sticking to it as well. Vociferous appeal. Everyone is excited, but the umpire thought otherwise. Perhaps missing down the leg, it's really difficult to say from this angle. However, the single has been picked up, and that brings the close of the 18th over 2. It's 153 for 3. The expensive Iqbal Khan comes back and he's coming from round the wicket, creating that angle, but that angle doesn't really work in his favor. Starts off with a dot, and if he delivers any more dots, then those, in fact, not dots, wide, and if he delivers any more wide, then that will be counted as a legal delivery, and 3 runs will be added to the cards. Improvisation from Maruf Al Mamun, although doesn't get the timing right, and they'll scamper back for a second run. The throw was in from the keeper. If there was a direct hit, then it would have been really, really interesting. This coverage is coming to you live from City Club Cricket Ground. You are watching Boshundhara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by Ace. Dragged it, but straight to the fielder. The penultimate over begins, and from the first couple of deliveries, in fact, the first couple of legal deliveries, 3 runs has been fetched for Rainbow CC. A leg cutter that's gone straight up, and once again it's been put down. I have just lost the count. Is this the 5th drop or the 4th? Difficult for me to have the count because they have missed so many chances, and it's been a disappointing display of fielding from the stadium fielders. Once again a leg cutter, and this time he gets underneath of that one. Just beats the man at long on and flies all the way for a 6. Not from the meatiest part of the blade, nonetheless it had enough wings to fly all the way and goes for half a dozen. Once again Iqbal Khan is proving to be expensive. And already 12 runs from his first 4. Let's see, how does he end this over? With just a single? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a school kid kind of a mistake. You just can't do that in this form of cricket. A couple to complete the 19th. After 19, it's 167 for 3 Rainbow CC. Right, so that's the 50 for Maruf Al Mamun. And as for the limits rule, he has to depart. He did so. And it's going to be Abu Bakr Siddiq for the final over. 167 on board. Let's see how long Rainbow CC can cruise. The penultimate over in fact the ultimate over begins. That's a miss hit. And they're scrambling for the second one. Yes, they make it as well. Is it out? Is it out? No, it isn't. The signal comes from the leg umpire. It's not out. But it's very good running between the wickets from the batters. They were absolutely on their toes and just crumbled back for the second run. So it's 169 for 3, the Rainbow CC. Imran Hussain will be hoping for a Yorker. No, he goes outside the off stump and the batter misses as well. Bit of chat between the batters. It does happen when the batter is clueless. He takes some suggestions from the non-striking end batter. That's gone straight up. Should be an easy one. The bowler is under it. Oh my words! I just can't believe that. I just can't believe my eyes. What's happening, boy oh boy? What have you done? What have you done? This is incredible. Simply incredible. That was the easiest of the easiest chances of the day, and that too has been put down. Inside edge and onto the stumps. Celebration for Imran Hussain. A loud shout. And the new batter, Raihanuddin Ahmed, has to go back. In fact, it was Abu Bakr Siddiq, not Raihanuddin Ahmed. Abu Bakr Siddiq is walking off. The fourth one down for Rainbow CC. The final delivery of this innings, and if this ball goes all the way, it will be 12 runs, a home run for the batting side. Another unique rule of last man stands cricket. Raihanuddin Ahmed to face the last ball. Imran to Raihan. From the edge, in between two fielders, no. Well done. Good save. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's a no ball. It's a no ball. And there is going to be a free hit too. Well, well, well. It's all happening. It's all happening in the middle. A free hit, which means the free license for the batter stays, and he'll be more confident to hit a 6 if he gets the opportunity in the last ball, because it's going to result 12. Let's see. Imran goes for the last one, comes down the wicket but misses it completely. The batter was looking for a run and it should be a run out. It is a run out. So that's the end of the first innings of the first of the 3 games of the day. It's 173 is the collection for Rainbow CC. The target for the stadium will be 174. It's a mammoth total, I must say. So let's see how do they come back. We will be right back with the run chase after a short break. Stay with us, don't go anywhere.
Hello and welcome you again to the run chase of this match in between Rainbow CC and the stadium. Posting a target of 173 in front of the stadium must be a sigh of relief for Rainbow CC. It's a huge target within 100 balls, yes. For your reminder, each over consists of 5 balls, so it means the stadium needs 174 runs now to win this match from 100 deliveries. Tough chance, tough luck for them, but don't take the stadium's batting lineup so easy. They have a commendable one and they will gear up the paddle. Will try to score these runs within their limits, and why not? So the first ball by Raihanuddin Ahmed. Down the leg. From the very first ball. Hooks it well for a boundary and starts the proceedings with such a scoring shot that will spread some sort of air of confidence for Alamin Shikdar Alamin. So 4 runs on board in the very first ball. They needs those shots. They needs those scoring shots in each and every over, like 2 to 3. And they must not forget about the home run in the very last ball of this innings. So if they need 12 to 10 runs in an over in the last ball of this innings, they should go for it. Kind of a stoppage, waiting for the ball to come in the ground, and yes, finally it comes. Game of 100 balls. This LMS, the last man stands. Second ball of the over. Top edge, but no one's there. Single been taken so easily. 5 on board now. Al Faisal bin Moinur and Alamin Shikdar Alamin 2 opening batter for the stadium team. Raihanuddin Ahmed with the ball. Starts this over with a boundary. Drives it well. A gentle drive towards point for another single. So it's kind of a sensible start for the stadium, but then do need big shots, big strikes to at least come up with some sort of resilience. Wicket to wicket, good line and length. He comes back well after that boundary being hit by Alamin. Last ball of the over. Guides it well towards third for a single to finish. It's 7th without a loss, the stadium after first. Second over starts by Abu Bakr Siddiqui. Straight drive it was. As straight as possible. The Rainbow CC's bowlers trying to maintain, and that straight line and length is basically the area where the batters do feel some sort of problem or struggles to go with. Hits the deck hard with that sudden bounce. Cuts it well. Just a gentle jump by the batter to cuts it well, but not well enough for going through the fence. So it's a calm and quiet start. They're trying to go big, but the bowling has been so sharp till now. That's a disciplined start from Rainbow CC. Again hitting the deck hard, gets some extra bit of bounce, deceives the batter. And it's very much critical to play those shots from those bouncers. And those bouncers are very much sudden and sharp from Abu Bakr Siddiqui. Playing with the mind of the batters. Again, a thick edge to the fence and a very good footwork from the fielder down at the third man region in the deeper position. So as I was talking about the sharpness of bowling by the bowlers of Rainbow CC, they're hitting the deck hard, gaining some sort of extra bounces. Inside out, hits it fine and well enough for a 6. That's a wow looking shot from Alamin Shikdar Alamin. Moves into A11 and the stadium finishes with that 6. Reaches to 13 after 2 without a loss. Third over starting by Raihanuddin Ahmed. Conceded 7 runs in his first over. Straight drive, practiced but couldn't complete. And another misfield at the third man region in the deeper position. Eyeing that pull shot as straight as possible by Al Faisal bin Muhammad. And they are targeting the bouncers, the bowlers. Better line and length. A bit slower delivery, chance of a run out. Misses it. And another extra run been given away. And it's very much obvious from Rainbow CC because they have score on board. 173 runs, they need to defend. So they can go wild. They can go with some risks, with some extra bit of effort in the field by being attacking. Flicks it well. Fielder is there to protect that boundary. So another single been taken. It's 15 on board now. So they have started calmly in the stadium. They're trying those big shots eventually. Shuffles and shuffles it well with that pull shot. Hammered onto that wall. Through the fence for a 6. What a classy shot by Al Faisal bin Moinur. Went onto the position, backed it well, and pulled it with the full force of the bat. Good comeback by the bowler Raihan. Punched it well by the batter for only a single. They need to shift gear early, very early, because 173, whenever you need to score within 100 balls, you need to start sensibly as well as attackingly. Good comeback by the bowler again. Onto the legs, not giving any sort of room to Al Faisal. So as I was talking about the target 174, you need to be very much calculative. At the same time, you need to take those risks. Some sort of confusion down under, but I think it's solved. Yes, it is. So third gone, I guess. Yes, it's third gone. It's 22 without a loss, the stadium. And here's the batting card so far. 9 of 12, 12 of 9 from Alamin Shikdar Alamin. Al Faisal bin Moinur, it's 10 of 6. So kind of hydration over there with some sort of waters. But mostly, I guess, some sort of message from the dugout that you need to gear up the paddle. Change in bowling. SM Rakibul Islam Rubel. They are not letting the batters to settle in, but not a good start from SM Rakibul. No ball now. 23 on board now without a loss. With that no ball. Now it's a freebie for Al Faisal bin Moinur. Can he cash it in? Straight drive, just near from that comb box. It's a 6, out of the park. That's the off drive. Skyscraper. That's a gladiator looking shot. Cashed in that free hit very well. And you have to fetch new ball down under. Mammoth it was from Al Faisal bin Moinur. Straight it was, but not powerful enough to go into the fence. Good fielding though from the fielding side. Two fielders merged in to back themselves, to back each other, and that's needed when you want to just block those runs. Good bowling from SM Rakibul after being hit for 6. And good comeback so far. And the batters, I guess, trying to do some sort of additional, some sort of extra bit of work by going a bit deep in the crease. Flicks it well for another single now. 31 on board the stadium. They're trying to build a partnership. They're trying to build a genuine partnership to ease the thing for the later half. And within that power play, they need to score big. Last ball of the 4th over. Can I finish with the boundary? The keeper comes in a bit closer. Bump it was. Difficult for the bowler to stop, and leaked another run, and that's a good over for him after being hit for a 6 in the very first ball. So it's 32 without a loss after 4 the stadium. So no change in bowling from the other end. Abu Bakr Siddiqui will be continuing. Number 1, Abu Bakr. Yes, it's jersey number 1 for him. Tries that pull shot up in the air. Keeper underneath it. Takes it with calm and composure. So the first wicket down, I was just talking about that they are going pretty well, having lost no wicket, but immediately after that break, within the over, they've lost the first one. 32 for 1. First wicket down. Was in a conversation with you. Going deep in the crease. Trying to utilize the crease very well. Had that pull shots. Some sort of hook down there, the square leg region they were targeting. But not ended with a good note. Faisal Mainur, 17. He scored 32 for 1. Untimely breakthrough for the stadium. New man in now. Muhaimin Mustafa. Very good start of the over, Abu Bakr Siddiqui. Mixing up his pace well. Played nicely. The gentle looking cover drive. Ultimately, just licked 2 runs. But a bit of fumble from the bowler with that throw. But it's lucky enough that he didn't leak another additional run. So it's 34 now. The stadium, as I was talking about, they've started it well. But that loss of 1 wicket will definitely break the momentum. Outside off. Tries that slash through that point. Couldn't implement it. And Abu Bakr Siddiqui mixing up his pace well. A bit of slower, a bit of gentle pace. Confusing the batters. Driven very well through that super cover for another single. And yes, those variations are needed. Very much needed in this sort of amateur leagues. Because as you can make the batters confused, you will have the scope of a wicket. Another top edge. Safely landed. Only a single to finish things off. 5 gone now. It's 35 for 1. The stadium. A very good over from Abu Bakr Siddiqui. So with that end of the over, you will hear some different voice in the comm box because it's time to change it. Pranthor signing off for the next few overs, where Alif joins the party with the mic.
Thank you, Pranthor. The first blood has been drawn just now in the last over by Abu Bakr Siddiq. Although it was a great start by the stadium, especially Faisal Moinur was going in great guns, but he had to depart early after being caught out by Abu Bakr Siddiq. It's SM Rakibul Islam Rubel for the next over. That's been whipped away, but straight to the fielder at deep mid-wicket. So it'll just be a single. Singles and doubles are coming for the stadium, but they'll also have to pick boundaries because they are chasing a mammoth total. 174. It's a huge one. Once again, a pitched up delivery, driven through the covers. Another single gets added to the cards. So this live coverage is coming to you live from City Club Cricket Ground. You are watching Boshundhara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by Ace and sponsored by T Sports. Last Man Stands, it's a different format of playing cricket. It commenced back in 2005 in England, and now it's really popular in the cricketing world. Last year, the Last Man Stands World Cup also took place in Nairobi, Kenya. Half-hearted appeal, although the bowler was really excited, but no one else was. A single to complete the sixth. After six, it's 39 for 1. So Abu Bakr Siddiq is the pick of the bowler. 10 from his 2 and an important wicket of Faisal Moinur, which is the only wicket this far of this game. That's pulled. Fielder just lands short. He could have dived in front to pull off a stunner, but he didn't really try. Has that hurt him? Has that hurt him? That's the question. He's down, and his teammates are having a look whether he is hurt. Difficult to say from here what has transpired in the middle, but I reckon he's not all right. Good to see he's on his feet and also walking. Will he go off? He does go off, and a substitute fielder comes. So see, the singles are consistent for the stadium. They need to look for boundaries. That's straight to Abu Bakr Siddiq at long on. Once again, a single. Alamin is trying to be aggressive and take the charge, but doesn't really timing well. Doesn't really time well. That's pulled over the top, over the head of the fielder at deep square leg, and that's gone for a maximum. So eventually Alamin Shikdar cuts loose. It was slightly on the shorter side, and he took the full toll of it, sends the ball out of the ground for a maximum, and that ends the 7th over as well in a very high note. After 7, it's 49 for 1 and 10 runs from the 7th as well. So it's going to be Maruf Al Mamoon. Had a great outing with the bat in hand, scored a 50. Let's see what does he do with the ball in hand, although it doesn't start well. Starts with a wide outside the off stump, and the Raisul Islam Nafis, the umpire, calls this one as a wide. That's a play and a miss. Once again, he was nibbling around outside the off stump, and Mohaimin was looking for a cover drive, which has been missed. This time he connects and gets into the gap as well. First boundary for Mohaimin, and he'll be on the pick of his confidence for sure after this shot. Didn't really move his feet, just stand and deliver. He gets it into the gap, and it's a lightning fast outfield here at City Club Cricket Ground. You will get value for your shot, and Mohaimin does get the full value. Once again playing away from his body. That's the problem of Mohaimin. He doesn't really move his feet. You need to go to the pitch of the ball. It was way outside the off stump. Then again, he just puts his bat on it. Should be a single. Last ball of the 8th over. Good bowling. This is really good bowling from Mamoon. He saw the batter not using his feet, and for this reason he has pushed the ball wide, which made it really difficult for Alamin Shikdar to play and negotiate. 8 gone after 8. It's 55 for 1. The stadium. On the pads, Jahidul was a tad bit expensive in his first over. Gave away 10 runs. Let's see. How does he do in his second? And has to be agile. He went down the leg in the first ball. Oh, that's a great one. Over the top. And that's over the line too. Just timing, sheer timing on that occasion from the meatiest part of the willow. And that flies all the way for 6 runs. Comes down the pitch, goes yet again. This time even bigger and better. Back-to-back sixes for Alamin Shikdar. He is absolutely having a party. And all of a sudden, he has started to speak a language which the bowlers cannot really understand. Off the pads. A single. Through leg by, perhaps. We're waiting for the confirmation. Yes, it's been given as leg by. So 13 already from the first 4. He was in the air for a while, landed safely eventually. So 13 runs from the 9th over. It's 69 for 1, the stadium. Once again, Maruf Al Mamoon begins his over with a wide delivery outside the off stump. The same thing took place in the first over of his quota as well. He takes a ball to find the right line. Goes down the leg side, and Alamin Sheikh there just puts it away for a boundary. Absolutely a loosener from Mamoon. And Alamin Sheikh there says thank you very much. It was a gift, and that's been accepted gleefully by Alamin. Just clips it off the pads, eyeing for the second run, but there isn't one. They'll settle down with a single. It's going to be important for the stadium to continue this stand. It's a good partnership between Alamin and Mohaimin Mustafa. Both the batters are playing shots fluently, and they're well set as well. But the concern for the stadium is if Alamin scores 8 runs, then he has to retire as per the rule of last man stands cricket. Swing and a miss, just past the outside edge. Alamin has been looking for that shot straight down the ground. He does connect, but finds the man. So 10 gone. After 10, it's 77 for 1, the stadium. And once again, it's my pleasure and privilege to welcome Pranto Dianoy to the comm box.
Thank you, Alif. 77 for 1 after 10. So if I'm not wrong, Rainbow CC was kind of in the same position of the stadium with a wicket more in the tally. So the stadium is well in the cause of chasing these runs. They need now 97 of 50, which is very possible in this format of last man stands. Just 7 runs away, Alamin Sheikh Alamin, from his 50 and from getting retired as per the rules of last man stands. Pretty exciting match waiting for us here at Mirpur City Club ground. Down the leg, wide to start by Mahbub-e-Subhani. Not a good start from him. And the stadium, as I was talking about, scoring those runs won't be that much easy, but at the same time not that much impossible task. Full toss, straight, a bit uppish, but landed safe just before the fence. Couple of bounces before the fielder also, just with a run. .79 on board now for the stadium. Kind of watchful start from Mahbub-e-Subhani. Following the batter. Just a grumpiness from both ends. A bit hustling single been taken. So another single, another run in the tally, 80 on board now. So 94 requires. Picks up well and picks up handsome for a 6 maximum from the bat of Alamin Shikdar Alamin. And now, after scoring that 50, he has to go to the dugout. Self-retirement as per the rules of last man stands, but he will be definitely be satisfying his teams and himself also for scoring those 50 runs and scoring with a maximum, finishing off its style, but he definitely has that opportunity to come with the bat again if his entire team bundles before that 8th wicket. So a new man, a new start for the stadium, but where he is leaving his team in a commanding position, definitely rests for the other batters to carry this momentum to chase this target down. New man, Iqbal Khan, pulls it well, pulls it for a single to start his proceeding. 87 now on board. So if you see the progression of the stadium, after 5 they were 36, so after 10 they are 77. So from 36 from 1, it's 77 for 1. They have passed a long way down here. It's 11 gone, 88 for 1 with that single in the last ball of the over. Follows the batter, SM Rakibul Islam Rubel, and follows him well down to the leg, and he somehow manages to bring a single for his team. Muhaimin Mustafa, 16 of 18, so he's taking a bit time. So at the other end, Iqbal Khan needs to gear up. A gentle drive, a gentle off drive for another single. So yes, from both ends, they need to fix the role, fix the responsibility of going big. And as Muhaimin Mustafa at the crease for a long time, makes a bit room with that off drive, a bit edgy towards that long off region for another single. So they need to separate the role, they need to just aggregate the batting edge. And what a shot it was, look at that. Makes some room for him and picks the shot brilliantly through that deep mid wicket for a boundary. So I was talking about dividing the role, who gonna take the charge, and Iqbal Khan takes that responsibility, I guess, making some room with some nice footworks. They are now targeting some wide area, some wide zone to hit big and to go big. 95 on board now, so this pitch definitely offers a bit of that shot, and that's another unluck for the batter, for the bowler, beg your pardon. So boundary to finish things off, 99 for 1 after 12. And here's the bowling card of Rainbow CC. Just a wicket for Abu Bakr Siddiqui, and rest of the bowlers struggling with line and lengths and giving away some sort of runs to the stadium batters. Batting with discipline. Top edge. Makes some room. Tries that shot. And finally, that top edge definitely costs a wicket. So a double play there for the stadium. He's going some fearsome approach to the batter at the other end. Brilliant take by the keeper. Holds himself quiet, calm, and takes that catch very well. And not a good sign for the stadium. A sudden break of momentum, and the momentum breaks from both ends for the stadium. So two new batters will be in to start the proceeding again for the stadium. Loss of 2 wickets definitely dig a hole to the run chase for the stadium. And what a time just before that 100 runs mark. They've lost 2 important wickets. Pressure mounting in, and the gear shifts from the stadium to the Rainbow CCs for sure. What a blow for them. Double blow from both ends. And it's a double play for the Rainbow CC. They have struck well. They have come back well. After leaking few runs, they have come up a few wickets under their bags. 99 for 3. So the two batters come in. Muqibul Hasan and Mohammad Masood. They has to start from the beginning. Shuffles a bit. Cuts it nice. Wide outside off. The width was given. But he couldn't produce a good one. Except that single. 100 on board now for the stadium. 100 for 3. 74 runs needed now from 38 deliveries. Oh, clearing his front leg. Tries that long hop down there at the long on region, but couldn't finish it well. Hundred for 3. Possibly a way to find a bit gloomy one. Lofted. Picks it up well. Is it well enough? Is it well enough? A brilliant effort from the fielding side. From the fielder. Near about taking that catch. But lost his control. But a good effort. Running catch. Never an easy one. Tries that running catch very well. But the last moment mishap occurred there. And he lost the control. Width given again. Pulls and cuts it nice. For a boundary to finish things off. 105 for 3 after 13. Quite a chit chat in between Muqibul Hasan and Mohammad Masood. What to do next? They've got the gear right. They've got the momentum right, which was left by the two batters who got out with a double play. So 105 for 3 after 30 in the stadium. Needs to continue this momentum. Oh, picks it up well. Lofted. High and maximum. To that deep extra cover point. Brilliant. Eye-soothing. 111. Nelson on board for the loss of 3. The stadium clearing all the paths in this stadium with some high and handsome shots, with some grounded hit. So the mixture of conventional and unconventional shots producing some sort of runs for the stadium. 63 needed now of 34. Can they pull it off? Can they pull it off? Won't be an easy task, but if they can carry this form with the bat, both of them, it's Mukibul Hasan and Mohammad Masood, 5 of 2 and 7 of 3 respectively, they will definitely chase this down. They can. And don't forget about that 50 from the self-retired batter, who can come up if they lost all those wickets just before that last wicket. He can stand last and he can chase that down. It's Nelson on board the stadium, having some chit-chat in between the bowler and the fielder. One from that deep extra cover to wideish long off region. And I think they need to fix it well. Kind of a glance, forced glance by the batter. Who's gonna win? The ball or the fielder? Yes, the ball finally. Beat the keeper for going out of the fence. So another boundary. No settling back for the bowler SM Rakibul Islam Rubel, feeling the pressure, feeling the hit and feeling the hammering from the batters. 115 now on board the stadium. Rainbow CC need to fix things up early. Need to take some wickets. Again lofted inside out, had that top edge and through that deep backward point it finds the fence for a boundary. 119 for 3 now. The stadium, runs are coming, runs are flowing from every corner of this stadium, of this ground, and the stadium basically utilizing all the parts very well. Boundary or boundary, oh, picks it up nice. Just look at the ball, it's flying and flying out of the park. For a 6, another one needed now. Where is the ball, umpire? Fetch it in. I will figure it out for another 4 or 6. What a shot, what an inning so far from Mohammad Masood. Rainbow CC losing their way. Each and every bowler getting that hammer. Last ball of the over. Picks it up again. As I was talking about, fetch the ball and I will just guide it through the fence, out of the park again, through that wideish long off region with that lofted cover drive. 6 to finish things off, 14 gone. It's 1-3, 1 for 3. .43 requires now of 30 balls. The stadium definitely on top in this game. The game of 6 and 4s. Oh, down leg. Down the leg. Starts with a wide. Raihanuddin Ahmed trying to push the batters to play square of the wicket. Fielders are there being placed. One at the deep square leg, one at the deep cover point. Bumped one. So a dot, finally a rare dot by Rainbow CC. The stadium definitely can take a breath, calm their nerve. They're almost there. Drags it from that wide outside off through that long on region for another single. And yes, as I was mentioned to commentate, but I guess I can only enjoy those boundaries and over boundaries. And yes, it is. Low full toss this time. Chance. Oh my god. Misses out. Misses out. Another miss. Oh, not a day. Not a day. Not a regular day at the office for the fielders of Rainbow CC. Missed chances. Sloppiness all over the ground, costing them this match. Surely picked it up nice and picks up well out of the park for another 6. Mohammad Masood playing a gem of an innings for the stadium, 33 of 9. Again straight as an arrow for a 6. Absolutely amazing. Dead straight. Stroke back of the bowler and just cleared that fence. 15 gone, 1 for 5 for 3. And I am inviting Alif to join the party of 6 and 4s for the rest of the overs.
Thank you so much, Prompter. This is turning out to be a crispy and crunchy encounter here at City Club Cricket Ground. The stadium, they need 25 from the last 5 overs. Mokbul Hassan and Mohammad Masood, they are absolutely toying with the bowlers. This time kept a tad bit low. The swing was offered, but no connection at all from Mokbul, and he needs to shift the gear, as Prompter was mentioning, because Masood cannot bat longer than 11 runs. As per the rule of LMS, he has to retire after hitting his 50. So that should work in the back of the mind of Mokbul Hassan, and he should start hitting some boundaries and over boundaries. Low full toss has been dragged downtown. Will just be a single though. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just can't believe that. It's a boundary. What was that? What was that? Rainbow CC was under the pump, and with these sort of misses, they'll completely making their way. They'll just make their way for the stadium to walk and fetch the winning batsman. Short. Was looking for a pull but missed. Abu Bakr Siddiq, who drew the first blood, will be looking for another wicket. That is really important for Rainbow CC. That's up in there. Fielder under it. Oh my goodness. That's through his hand for 6. Everything is going the stadium's way right now. Nothing is working in Rainbow CC's favor. $19 to get from the last 21. Bit of width from Abu Bakr Siddiq. Ends the over with a dot after 16, 855 for 3. The stadium. In the air, should be taken. It is taken. Finally, a breakthrough for this Rainbow CC, and they have got rid of Mokbul Hassan. In fact, not Mokbul Hassan, Mohammad Masood, the dangerous batter. I beg your pardon for that. That's a big wicket. The most important wicket from the perspective of Rainbow CC has been fetched. It's 155 for 4, the stadium. A slower delivery, leading edge from Masood. And this time around, the bowler doesn't make any mistake. That's a wide. So it's been very much evident from Maruf Al Mamoon that he lacks to maintain the proper line. He goes wide outside the off stump very often. And this is the area he needs to fix. Once again outside the off stump, although it was within the line this time around. Clipped away. It'll be a single. So they can deal with singles. Right now the stadium need 17 from 17 deliveries. Run a ball. And they won't mind picking up singles because that'll do the job for them. Well, the second bite of this over, and it'll cost 3 runs. This is a different rule of last man stands cricket. From the second bite of any over, except the last one, 3 runs are added to the tally, and that delivery is counted as a legal one. Well, once again, you just can't do that, Maruf Al Mamoon. You are just giving away runs. And right now, the stadium need 11 from the last 3 overs. After 17, it's 163 for 4. Well, it has turned into a cliffhanger here at City Club Cricket Ground. Lots of turns and twists. And eventually, right now, the stadium, they're bossing the game. Credits should be given to Mohammad Masood and the other batters as well for the innings. Muhammad Yusuf Ali Mitu is on strike. Scored a couple of runs from 4 deliveries, and he'll be hoping to pick up a single and give the strike back to the said batter Mokbul Hassan, who is going in great guns. Short, pulled, in the gap, and that'll bring 4 runs for Mitu. The difference minimizes, and now only 7 runs to get from the last 13. Lawful toss, but a fielder has been fetched in. A quick single in the meantime. Very good piece of running between the wickets. Just a gentle nudge and quick legs from Mitu and Mokbul. Both of them are really fast runners, and we have just seen an instance of it. That's a good delivery. Was eyeing for that block hole, Abu Bakr Siddiq, and eventually it became a low full toss, and that's been missed by Mokbul Hassan. You are watching Bosundhara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by Ace. This is the first game of the day between Rainbow CC and the stadium. And throughout the game, we have seen a lot of good performances, 50s, wickets, double play, everything. Right, so 5 runs to get from the last two. 10 balls remaining in last man stands. There are 5 balls in an over, so don't think 12 balls are remaining. Only 10 deliveries to go and 5 runs to score. Should be a cakewalk for the stadium. Oh, shot! That's it! That's it! Job done! Mokbul Hassan hits the winning runs. And that's the completion of the first game, where the stadium beat Rainbow CC by 4 wickets. Sort of an easy victory for them, although they had to strive in the middle overs. Well done, Mokbul Hassan as well as Mohammad Masood, who played a gem of an innings to turn the table in favor of the stadium. So that's it from the live broadcast of the first game. We will be right back with the second game. Till then, stay with us. Goodbye for now.